Good morning, hope you're all good. Still no snow, apart from this dusting, which I wouldn't even call, it's not snow. So, here we are, maybe it will snow today. I'm owed one. That's your morning weather report. Now off to the studio for boxing fit, and then we have muscle strengthening as well. We also have resistance work in Devizes, and all from home as well, with yoga as well. Wow, it's quite slippy. If I slip here, at least if I injure myself, you'll be able to see me. Anyway, I want to talk today about I'll be happy when, and something that is said a lot in terms of setting goals, like I'll be happy when I'm this weight. I'll be happy when I lose 10 pounds. The reality is, I'm not sure most people will, because that would suggest you're putting your self-esteem based on your weight. And what I mean by this is that could be partly true for you, and that's fine. But what I would say you're actually valuing is maybe discipline, a sense of achievement, a sense of following through with what you said you would do. And that makes us feel so good. And when it comes to kind of setting goals, we often set them in a way that actually makes fear and anxiety grow, because we often set a goal which is super exciting and we get the endorphin rush, but then when it comes to it, we maybe avoid the thing that we know will actually give us the biggest improvement. Maybe that's attending a session, maybe that's joining something new, maybe that's reaching out to a friend to see if they can help, asking someone for help and some advice in there, and actually doing something that maybe is a little bit uncomfortable, and maybe we fear it, but actually the issue with this is that the more we avoid something, the bigger the fear, the bigger the anxiety gets. In everything, I've talked about public speaking a lot. If you've ever put off a bit of work, or ever put off a presentation or anything like that, a job interview's been delayed, that anxiety, that fear just builds even more and even more. And it's the same whether that's attending a session for the first time, whether that's having a one-to-one, like, a lot of, at the start of our Kickstart program, morning Paula, a lot of the ladies feel like, you know what, I'm a bit nervous about this. Everyone feels kind of the same because it's something new and we don't know what to expect. And weirdly, we prefer to stay in our comfort zone, which is right, me too, because it feels more comfortable. But actually, when we do something that is deemed uncomfortable, we actually become more comfortable from it. We actually get free from it. And I'm going to relate this to food, of course, because, that's where it always comes back to. We can look at this from, this is a weird take on it. And this is just an explanation of just how individualised nutrition has to be sometimes. So you have some people who, you need permission to eat any foods that you like and have the flexibility to do that and be okay with that. And for other people, actually having a set rule around a certain food or food group, not that it has to be done with absolute perfection, because the key here is every time that you maybe have a bit of a blip in any area, the quicker you get back on it, the quicker you're going to see your results. But what they find is that having a clear rule in this area about that food or about that food group that just takes a lot of willpower, triggers them, doesn't feel that good. Although it sounds like they're depriving themselves, when they actually do it, they actually feel liberated. The exact opposite. They feel they actually have freedom over food, because they're like, I don't have to worry about picking a bit of that. So like one of the ladies yesterday, she said her biggest obstacle is when they go back to work, someone in her department will go, I'm just going to get a drink. Do you want anything? I'll say, no, I'm fine. Then they'll come back with drink, biscuits, morning Sue, and the lot. And it's like, and her strategy to overcome that is simply just to have her own snacks there. So if they are offered them, it's like, don't worry, I'm having this. Because it becomes a conversation of then, Oh no, I don't want that. Oh, go and have that. Go and have that. So, oh no, I've got this. And I know that sounds odd because you should be able to just make the decision you want to make whenever, wherever. But it can be quite hard when people are just pushing stuff on you. And often you know why they do that, right? To make themselves feel better. Maybe they're making that choice, but they just want some justification that other people are doing it. So, that is a bit of a tangent, but I'll be happy when. Consider the process of this. Consider actually if it will make you happy, and actually, is it actually the process of doing it and the attributes that you display from actually achieving the goal rather than achieving the goal. So what are the things you have to do to lose 5 pounds, to lose 10 pounds? Is it actually that will make you happy? Because of the sense of achievement, the sense of control that I can do this. I can choose to make this choice. I can choose to make that decision whether I'm choosing to eat that and I'm allowed to eat that, or I'm allowed to eat it and I'm choosing not to. There's a big difference. Hope that helps. It is now boxing time, and for those wondering, the market seems to be on today, but the fruit and veg is normally up by now, so I'm guessing that's not on. There's your morning update. Any questions, do let me know as usual, and speak soon. Take care.